So first of all, welcome to Kerala and thank you for being here. So my first question is you have to introduce yourself to the audience.
Yes, of course. So my name is Elena. I'm the senior recruitment student in TSI in the University of Applied Sciences. Actually, I'm guiding the whole process, starting from the gist of the application, checking the applications of the students, and then the whole admission process, and finalize it with the meeting the students on campus and helping to arrange the residence permits.
Okay, so the next question is, could you please tell about TSI? What does the TSI have to offer the international students in terms of academic exposure, and also why the students should choose TSI?
We are the only private technical university in Baltic states, and we are more focused on applied sciences. TSI was founded more than 100 years ago, but with this name, he is existing 25 years. It's quarter of the century. This year we have a jubileum. And we provide the very contemporary fields of studies and programs with the most required fields of future employment, like in aviation, in robotics, in computer sciences, artificial intelligence, data analytics, aviation management, aviation engineering. And we have all the degrees, started from bachelor's till the PhD, and the students are studying in the very small groups, so they have the individual approach during the studies, and they receive the real knowledge in our labs. It's not the theoretical knowledge, it's the practical knowledge, how to manage the robots, how to manage all the systems, production lines and everything. So after they complete the course, they receive the diploma, European Union diploma, and they can apply for the well-paid job. And English is the medium of instruction, and it's the medium of instruction of the industries as well. Like aviation is working on English language only, IT, logistics. So the student can receive a good job, a good salary after he completes the studies in our programs.
Okay, so my next question is, do you support your students working part-time?
The students, they have a right to work part-time. They have residence permit card with the permission to work. And we organize for our students the career days. It happens once per year. We invite the biggest Latvian and Baltic state companies, and they promote their vacancies, part-time jobs, internships, and the student has a chance to talk with the company directly, with HR, and find the prospective place for future employment or even for current employment. And there is plenty of part-time jobs for the students, like, in catering, in housekeeping, in delivery, and some other stuff.
Okay, fine. So whether they need to know the local language in Latvia or English alone, is it enough for the part-time job?
If the student would like to reside in Latvia, of course, it's a big benefit if he could learn Latvian language. It is the national language. Latvian is not that complicated, so he can handle that. And students, they have the subject in Latvian language during their studies, so they will get the first knowledge they will receive during their studies. So it's a benefit, of course, if the student can speak Latvian, but the industries generally work in English, like IT field, logistics field, and aviation. They are like English-speaking industries. And so in some positions, English language will be enough to have a job.
Okay, fine. So next question, is there a chance that you consider applicants with less than 60% mark, like 55 to 59? Is it possible for them to take
Yes, we can consider the applications with more than 55% overall score, but the student should speak English very good, and he should prove his motivation for studies. So the rest of the profile should be strong to consider the application with the overall score less than 60%.
Okay, so next question. Could you please mention the teaching methodology in TSI?
Well, we have as I told, we have the small groups of students. The medium of instruction is English. It's a combined group of students of local who decided to study in English, to work in future in English, using English language. and with the international students. For the business and management field, it's generally it's more theoretical studies than practical, but anyway, the students have the practical courses, how to use some special programs for accounting, for the different prognosis, for statistics. But for the students in applied sciences, like aviation engineering, robotics, computer sciences, they are taught in the small groups, like around 10-15 students, in our labs or in computer classes. And they are doing the practical stuff. For example, we have the small production lines. It's a version of the big ones which are standing in the factories, and the student is in the special lab. He's sitting and programming this production line to see the result immediately, how it works, and to fix up the mistakes if there happen. The same with robotics classes. So we have different kind of robots, from the small ones up to the industrial robots, and the students are taught how to manage these robots, how to work with them. The computer science students, they are also programming in the classes, and the teacher, he can come to the student and show him where he's doing the mistake. So it's a very individual approach, and it's very practical knowledge. Aviation engineers, of course, they study in the labs as well. They have different equipment, and they are also repairing the aircraft wings, for example, by themselves. They should fix it up by their hands. So they also receive the skills, not only the theory about that.
Okay. So next question is, what is the educational approach in the TSI, whether it is more theory based or practical based? And also you can explain about the nature of examination.
Well, it's practical based. If we're talking about the applied science programs, engineering faculty, it's 100% practical based. For the management faculty, they are having the theoretical classes. They also have some practical stuff which they have to do, like together in the group or individually. As for the examination, it happens during the session period, so it's like 1 month of examination period when the students, they have scheduled exams and they have to pass it. There are different type of exams, like testing, it can be presentation, it can be defense of some paperwork, so it depends on the subject. In case if the student fail, he can repass it during this or next semester.
Okay. Next question is, what is the duration of classes in a particular day?
It depends on the schedule. For bachelor's degrees, it can be like the whole study day, starting from 8:45 a.m. till 4 p.m. Of course, they have the break. Or it can be 1 lection per day or 2 lections. It depends on the program and exact semester. Master's degree students, they are studying only after 6 p.m. So they study in evenings and on Saturdays. They don't have any classes during the daytime, as probably they are most probably they are working already.
Okay, fine. So can you please explain a bit about the infrastructure and facilities provided in the TSI, and also mention about the extracurricular activities which is supported in the university?
We have 1 9-floor building, so all the classes are there. The first 2 floors, we have the administrative staff classes, and we also have the labs. So we have 19 labs in computer science, computer engineering, electronics, telecommunications, aviation engineering. We also have the sport hall in TSI. We have the cafeteria, 2 open spaces, and the big auditorium used for the big lections, like that. So it's all in one place. It's the student can stay here the whole day. He has all the stuff to feel comfortable. He can have lunch there. He can do his classes. I mean, like, he has open spaces to talk with the other students. So the labs are very different, starting from the labs of physics, robotics, telecommunications, and everything. So that's the whole several classes with the equipment. And for aviation engineers, we have the separate lab for aviation center, which is located also in TSI, and they are the spare parts of the airplanes, so the students, they can see in reality how it looks like and even work with that, fix it up.
Okay.
The second part of the question was about the activities. During the studies, the student can take part in different events. Because we have the Students' Council, it's the students' government, they have their own funds, they have their own plan how to organize different parties. We also do the parties, the international ones. In January, we had the Indian Independence Day for Indian students. So like we invite the embassy, we invite the other students, and it's a big celebration with the traditional food and performances. Also, our students, they can take part in Erasmus Plus Exchange mobility program. It's the European Union funded program where the student can take 1 semester, from 1 semester up to 1 year, starting in the partner university abroad. Mostly in European countries. He doesn't lose his time of studies because his credit points will be recalculated and he will continue the studies in TSI. And he will have the scholarship during his studies, which will support his life financially during stay in the other country. It's very good possibility to see, to check the new experience, to check the new destination, and we highly recommend the students to sign up for it.
Okay. So my next question was about scholarship. Is there any scholarship provided to the international students?
Well, there are some scholarships which we announce on the website. Currently, we are announcing only the PhD scholarship for telematics and logistics, but the student, they can pretend on the discounts for on the tuition fee based on their study, achievement, probably. Yeah, based on the grades and some other activities, it's possible.
Okay. Next question. What is the age limit for bachelor's and master's?
We recommend for bachelor's degree students to apply under 25-26 years old, for master's under 33-34 years old. Of course, it's possible that it can be flexible, but then the student should keep in mind that it enlarges the risks to get the visa refusal.
Okay. And next is about the interview. So if a student is attending interview through online, okay, what will be the validity of that interview link? So if they miss the deadline, do the students have the second chance for the interview?
Yes, if he didn't show up on the interview for some objective reason, then we can give the second chance to reschedule it.
Okay, fine. And my last question is, what quality do you expect from the students in the interview?
First of all, English language knowledge, speaking and understanding the questions. Then, of course, the student should understand the country he's going in, the name of the university, the name of the program, his plans for his future, and yeah. So he or she should have the full understanding what for they do need this degree, and they should prove that on the interview. Nothing special, just this stuff, and of course we can ask the side questions just to understand the student, what is he thinking about, what he's planning, and just to get acquainted with him. But we are friendly, so it's not it's not to be scared of the interviews, just be relaxed and honest, and that's it.
Okay, so done with all the questions. So ma'am, do you want to add any extra points?
No, thank you. Probably I would have covered all the information. If you have any questions regarding the programs, then you can ask me precisely which one you are interested in. And thank you for coming. Nice to see all of you.